that.
Hi.
No,
Oh,
not
God.
ASMR
Stop.
Demonplague.
Please stop that.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, we're playing. Hi.
Hi. Hi. Hey, everybody. Have we launched? We launched. Cool. Welcome to the Demon Plague. I'm James Intercast. I go by he, him. I am your dungeon master on this magical dungeon tour that we are taking right now through the Demon Plague dungeon, appropriately named for this level 1 through 20 adventure we are nearing the finish of. Very exciting. But before we get to that, let us go around the table, tell people who you are and who you're playing. Rudy Basso, let's start with you.
Hi, I'm Rudy Basso. I also go by he, him. I am playing Rain Bowie, a human monk, and we're on the run. We didn't really plan much. We don't know where we're running to, but I'm sure that it'll all work out.
I'm sure that it will too. Yes, absolutely. TK, who are you and who are you playing?
Hello, it's me. It's TK. I use they, them. Isabel, my half-orc battlemaster fighter, uses she, her. And in my defense, I did not think that there would be consequences for our actions. Because realistically, there have been very few up till now.
Okay, well, I take that as a challenge to bring everything crashing down in these final 5 episodes.
Yeah, I'm ready for more peaceful negotiations.
Excellent, excellent. And Robert, who are you and who are you playing?
Hey, I'm Robert Aducci. I am playing Torsten Alehand, an 18th level wizard cleric. He goes by he, him, and so do I.
Excellent, excellent. And finally, Lauren, who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lauren. You might know me as Obo Crazy. I'm playing Rock the Era Cooker Rogue. We both go by she, her. And I'm excited. Rock is filled with guilt.
Excellent, excellent. And we will get to why Rock is filled with guilt in a second. But in the meantime, I want to point out right above my head the donations. Josh Long, thank you very much. 300 bits for an auto success or fail of PC of your choice. He bought me a fail to dole out as I please.
I'm wearing the Geekspective shirt, and I regret it. I shouldn't be wearing their dumb
Fight
shirt.
me IRL,
Josh's
Josh Long.
podcast network, yeah.
Fight me IRL.
He'll be at Origins, so.
I am excited for the final episode in where Josh reveals his true colors and gives auto successes to the rest of us so that we can beat it.
Or that
And like
Zancrown's real name is Josh.
Both.
And it has
I
been the
think
whole time.
both are gonna happen.
Absolutely. Josh Long, you going to Gamehole Con? No reason.
I think he is, yeah. So
Meet me in the parking lot, Josh Long.
there's your chance.
So in addition to threats to Josh Long, you can also buy other stuff, health potion, get an NPC named after you. And guess what? If we roll a critical hit on this show, we give away a PDF. It's pretty exciting. So if those kinds of things excite you and you are watching right now, tell your friends, hey, get in there, watch the Demon Plague. Cool stuff is about to happen because cool stuff is about to happen. So before we get to all of that, last time on the Demon Plague, y'all went to fight a pit fiend named Jariat, who had a big dwarf beard, and you made surprisingly short work of him thanks to some great critical hits and sneak attacks and other things that were happening. You then had to fight your way out of the dungeon, made your way back by fighting a lot of devils and undead, eventually into a secret chamber where you fought the vampire wife of Jariat, Hema. And while this happened, she charmed Rock and made Rock try to kill the rest of you during this. Luckily, Rock was quickly dispatched and taken care of, and that makes it sound like they killed you.
We did not
They
kill
uncharmed you, Rock. But Hema managed to get away in her mist form. However, you did find a key that was encased in an iron ingot, and when it was damaged with cold damage, it broke apart. I'm sorry, with fire damage, it broke apart. And inside there was a key. Do y'all remember this? This sounded familiar?
Yes.
And the key at the very end of it, at the front, it had the little key teeth. And at the back, where you would hold the key if you were putting it in the door, had a rib cage on it. And that is where we had left things. You are in this secret chamber adorned with pillows holding this key right now. Rain, you have the key, I believe, and everyone else is standing around looking at you. It should also be mentioned that your angel friend who was with you has disappeared.
She disappeared.
Went back to Eldath. So, yes.
Let's go, I say, and then I start running towards the door. Where are we going? I also say as I start running towards the door.
Okay, Gorf. No, I gotta go. Gorf,
Who hates
sorry.
the dwarves? The goblins. But we want to kill them too? I forget our plan.
That was your plan. Your plan was to, first your plan was to kill Jariat and then install a new leader. So, because...
What was the plan?
Yeah, you were going to convince Hema to be a new leader.
That didn't work out well.
That did not work out well.
Did not work out well. Because you're trying to convince them to keep the peace treaty among the factions here right now. So that had been your original plan, was to go kill Jariat and replace him with a new amenable leader, find the key, and leave.
Oh, wait a second. I thought
it was the goblins we wanted to replace.
So we were going to kill Jariat because Legba wanted us to kill Jariat and didn't care about anybody else. And Legba said if we killed Jariat, that Legba would give us their key. And then if we had those two keys, everybody else basically said, yeah, we'll give you our keys. So that was our hope, was that it was going to domino effect and we wouldn't have to kill anybody else. I don't think we cared who took over when.
So I believe if you'll remember your meeting with Eligri and Baobab, where you spoke with them, they had wanted you to take out both factions entirely.
Yeah.
You had said, well, what if we just kill the leaders and get new leaders who are actually agreeable to your treaty? And they were like, that's cool. You could do that too if you want our keys.
I don't remember the whole thing.
Yeah, I don't remember
I just remember killing Jariat, and then the goblins would be happy we get their key, and then everybody else would give us their.
So why are we running? Sorry, I missed last week.
Because everybody's trying to kill us.
Well, so we killed Jariat, and then for reasons, people were upset.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
You did jump into the room and try to murder more people.
I did. I mean, I was
not you.
Oh, me? I did.
Rock
also.
was.
Rock
stepped into that room and had her bow out. She was like, "They all die."
Yeah. No, this is very true.
Yeah. Awesome.
She was expecting there to be more trouble, and there was, because she was expecting there to be more trouble. It was an Oberus of failure.
It was a self-fulfilling prophecy. What if we take this key to the elf woman and put one of those dwarf prisoners that she promised us in charge of the dwarves?
Wouldn't they have to all agree or something?
What was the
just kill the ones who don't? Oh, wait.
reasoning to let the dwarf prisoners go? Because was it we just want an apology or something?
You're the one who asked.
I know. I have terrible memory.
So what she had told you is, so the first one was, if you could get everybody's key, she would give you her key. But that is a separate agreement from, she said, if you could secure the key from Jariat, she would give you the dwarf prisoners.
Oh, okay, good. Great memory.
Isabel is remembering correctly.
If we free the prisoners, they'll be more likely to take the truce than, say, somebody hanging out in the dwarf place that's looking to kill us.
Right.
Okay, that's a great idea. Let's go. Plus, hopefully we can rest at the elf.
Yeah. She's got a great motel
I
there.
have 1 key point left. So
fantastic. I've used both my
A lot
actions.
of this.
yeah.
I'm so tired.
Spending resources. Okay. So can we make it out without further encounters, James, and run to the elf?
So you are right next to the Nexus here. So it would be very easy for you to get to the Nexus and then enter the elf area if you wanted to.
Yeah, that's the plan, I think.
Okay, cool.
We did bring proof of Jariat being dead, right?
He mostly melted, but I think we took ears or something.
Yes,
something.
we did indeed take ears from Jariat.
We could have taken the horns, but I guess the ears are fine.
Also, I took
You
his
think
armor.
the key would probably work
Yeah,
pretty well
yeah.
as proof.
What
well.
was that armor in the Hema room? What was that
Yeah,
fancy
yeah.
armor? I wanted that.
Oh, so that is some plate armor. Which, if you wanted to spend some time looking at it during a short rest, you could learn what it did.
All right, Isabel. Ooh, possibly for you. Plate armor, right?
It is plate armor, yes.
I will carry it with us.
I'll carry
Okay.
it. I'm just saying.
Oh,
this
okay.
is probably
fine.
best for you.
Carry it then.
Okay, Rain, when you touch the armor,
Oh,
it
no.
is currently sized for a dwarf.
Yeah.
You touch it, and it sizes itself to a human.
That's the devil.
Not all magic is the devil, as it looks
Looks like the devil.
So you're able to scoop up all the armor, very finely made, looks great, and make your way out into the Nexus, through the Nexus, and into the throne room, once again, of Vaynala. So Vaynala is a lich. She is an elf, and she is sitting on her throne and ready to receive you when you come in. And she looks at all of you with her little points of red light that are in her otherwise empty eye sockets and says, "You all look like hell."
Wow.
Just speak
And
what's
that's
on your
coming
mind.
from me. I mean, look,
I mean, I thought didn't we decide she's still hot for a lich though?
we did.
Rock doesn't say
Fine.
anything, but she respects the fact that this lich just is speaking the truth, like isn't trying to hide anything. So
So which one of us has the key right now?
I have it.
Right, I was gonna look towards Rain then.
I wave it. Look, we got it. Secured from Jeriot by means.
And she says to you, Rain, "May I?" And you see a spectral green hand appear in front of you, motioning towards the key.
You may look. Yes, I say.
I will, of course, give it back to you, she says.
Brain talk. Alarms, red
Doesn't
flag. I don't
Wait.
want to give it to her.
I don't know that
Do we
brain
have-
talk is up anymore.
I don't think
Oh.
it's up, and it takes
Oh.
like 10 minutes for him to cast it, right?
All right, then
Yeah.
side eye.
Yeah.
Brain just loudly yells brain talk.
Yeah, I'll say, why do you need it?
I need to inspect it to make sure it's not a fake.
Can I get an insight check on that? Clint?
Sure, go ahead, make an insight check.
All right. Insight. That's gonna be 14.
All right, you don't think she's lying?
I just kind of shrug.
All right. I accidentally dropped Jeriot's ear on the floor. Oh, whoops. That's right. We killed Jeriot with such ease. But here, you can look at the key now.
She is not intimidated.
Oh.
She says, I see. Well, he'll be back in a month. And she takes the key with her hand, and then the hand brings it over to her and drops it in her real hand. And you hear her like muttering an incantation over it. And then she spins it around up in the air as it catches some of the sort of fake natural light that's in this chamber produced by the ceiling. And she says, "It is real. I am impressed." And then that spectral hand scoops it back up and brings it back to you, Rain.
Okay, I fist bumped that hand before it hands me that.
Yeah, it fist bumps you back.
We're
and
all
then
good.
it blows it up and does the debris. And then it gives you a platform for you to do a little kickstand on with both your legs. And then it expectantly has its little legs there waiting for a kickstand for you.
This is the next 10 minutes of our lives.
I'm not
everybody.
happy, but fine.
Come for the D&D and stay for the elaborate handshake.
The elaborate handshakes. If
Every-
there's one thing, look forward to my next supplement on the DMs Guild. Dude, bro,
Lich's hand
handshakes. So
It
get
should
ready
be
for that.
a thieves can't supplement.
There you go.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah.
Someone write
So she says, "Well, the prisoners are yours. When you go into their cell, I will have the vines release them.
Thank you.
Is
so
there anything
much.
else?"
May we rest in the library? Which is where
She-
we rested last time, I believe.
Yeah, she nods. Of course.
Oh, you are very kind.
Thank you.
And she motions for you to head on into the library. When you go into that library, let's see. You can see a bunch of whites that are there. They're elvish whites. They have the pointed elf ears and, slender sort of elf features. They're looking at books, and when you come in, they look at each other and roll their eyes, put their books down, and walk out.
So the same thing they did last time, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to grab one on
But
the
you-
way out and be like, what are you reading?
Books.
All right. You should leave.
Rock, like,
That's what I was doing, and then you touched me.
Okay.
Rock idly wants to look at the book that one of these whites left. She's not going to even walk on over. She just wants to look over. What were they reading?
Is it Tension Rio?
Let's see.
Sense and
No.
Sensibility.
Yes.
Yes, they were reading a book entitled The Glorious Deeds of Drizdo Erden
Oh
Oh my
my.
God.
by Robert A.S.
I don't know if it's worse than one of the Twilight books.
At least it's in canon.
Yeah.
What seems weird to you, Rock, is this Demonplague dungeon is supposed to have been here for 4,000 years. Drizdo Erden didn't show up on the scene till maybe like 150 to 200 years ago.
Oh, so Rock knows who Dritz is.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
He's like I'm trying to think of a real world
Yeah.
allegory, but we don't have anyone that heroic in the real world.
No,
So-
I just figured what with her
The
being
Rock.
fairly sheltered, I didn't know if she would have heard. So yeah, she'll see the book and then she'll look over at Rain and go, they're reading about Dritz.
You haven't heard of Dristo Erden?
There's a lot of Z's in that. I'm not sure. And yeah, they're reading about that guy, the guy with the two swords and the cool cat.
He's
Okay.
the
And Rock, you
rainbow
probably would have heard of him in
ghost.
Tomar's Crossing.
Okay.
You probably like kids were probably talking about him. Probably young men around the ages of 9 to 13 were really into Drizzt, I would say.
They were playing mazes and monsters, and everybody
and
wanted to be a dual sword wielding
Ugh.
guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
with his
Imagination.
lilac/amethyst/
Mm-hmm. And their
Mhm.
deep backstory. Yes, they're reading about that guy. The guy I can't pronounce because it's really hard with all those Z's. All right,
The Drizzt.
that guy. Yeah.
I met that guy once. He's not that great. Anyway.
It doesn't look like their naming conventions make a lot of sense realistically.
Are
Agreed.
all the whites reading fan fiction? Is that what?
Oh my god, I hope so.
have a
If you
whole
look
circuit.
at the other books that the whites were reading, they're all different. So one was reading a book of recipes. One was reading a book about the science of the weave and all that kind of thing. So it seems like they all have varied interests.
Okay.
I feel bad for anyone reading about recipes because they're not eating any food. ever
They're not.
again,
In fact,
probably.
it's probably kind of like a, for them, it's like a fantastical, wistful thing.
I was gonna say, is there
to
little
read.
like sad faces in the margins as they look at the food they want the most?
Yeah.
And-
Not-
It's
no,
like
they
when
would never
any of
deface
us
the
opens
book.
up
Oh,
like
sure.
a house for sale magazine that you get at a restaurant.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go.
Whew.
So you all are able to lay down some bedrolls and get to snoring here, if you would like, in the library and take a long rest.
Yes.
During
love
that rest,
Cold
do you
cream.
want to check out the armor, Rain?
Oh yeah. Let me get a good look at it. I don't want armor, right?
Oh,
You probably do not,
can't. Yeah.
I don't know.
because you'll lose your wisdom bonus to AC and a bunch of other things.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's still pretty cool armor. For all you know, it
Yeah.
could be just,
Yeah, it could be
It
as
is
good.
dwarven plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
So while wearing the armor, you gain a +2 bonus to armor class. In addition, if an effect moves you against your will along the ground, you can use your reaction to reduce the distance you are moved by 10 feet. So, yeah.
What is Isabel rocking right now?
Oh, regular plate armor.
All right, let's just play +2. So, and it looks very nice. Do you want to rock this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Isabel, you can see parts of the armor are gilded, and it is also has these incredible, silver sort of linings all over it. It does have on the chest plate this image of a dwarf beheading a goblin on it.
Oh, that's
When you
really
look
fucked
close.
up, but I'm still gonna wear it.
And you also, as you're attuning to the, well, actually, you don't need to attune to this.
Oh,
So,
nice.
Oh,
good news.
super nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
But when you put it on, Isabel, what do you think you're thinking about as you don this armor?
God, I don't know. Probably, yeah, this armor's secretly cursed.
Isabel gets all the fun stuff. Laughing sword, armor that talks to her.
I miss that laughing sword every day.
So you didn't get rid of it. You still have it, right? You just don't.
I don't
believe
know.
it was given to the people as an ingredient to use to cast the ritual.
That's right.
Oh,
I did
you're
do
right.
that.
You're right.
And by I did that, I mean somebody else did that because I was not here that day.
That is true.
But we did it to an awesome axe, so it's okay.
That trade was made with your consent. Yes.
Yeah.
So as you're thinking about this, you notice that the image on the plate armor sort of begins to shift a little bit, and suddenly it is no longer a dwarf beheading a goblin, but it is you, Isabel. Like, you can make out it is your features, and you are trapped in armor. You are like yelling in pain as your limbs are pulled in all these different directions.
Wow.
Whoops.
That's creepy. Isabel, what happens?
Do you
That's
feel
super creepy.
different? Does Isabel feel different?
You don't feel any pain.
Isabel, take the armor off.
When you say that, and this idea has been put in your brain about taking off armor, all of a sudden the image shifts again, and it becomes you, Isabel, taking off your helmet and the greaves and gauntlets of the armor and that sort of thing.
Oh. Okay. Isabel's gonna think really hard. And then it's going to transform to like a little precious moments half orc.
Yes.
With the giant eyes.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so it's just now this adorable half orc that is on the front of your armor.
It's got like a little diaper and like tiny cherub wings, and it's looking at the camera like
That's much better. That's so much. Yeah, don't leave that image. That's
it's incredibly creepy, like in a weird way.
But so much
all
better
precious
than
moments figures are.
Yeah, but still so much better than you getting torn apart in armor.
Can I use my mind powers to make it like be covered in Avon rhinestones?
Of course. Yes,
Oh.
absolutely.
Okay, hell yeah.
I love how you have immediately old lady-fied this armor like that.
It smells like old potpourri.
That's right.
It looks
And
like
there's
it's doilies.
There's just
Oh my
always one of those hard strawberry candies ready to drop out of the
Oh,
sleeve.
love
Oh, I'm
those.
so excited. The greaves are like the doilies. Yeah, they have like the doily pattern. I'm so excited.
Oh, that's excellent.
Watching.
Well, if you're still
Is the
watching,
armor cursed? I guess it's cursed.
It's
Some kind of
cursed.
There's
for
no
you.
way she wanted this, right?
I don't know.
Oh,
This now seems right up her alley.
my AC is now 25.
Wow.
that's right. You have the AC of the Tarask now. So think about that.
Oh, I'm a tiny Tarask.
Mhm. Pretty awesome. Pretty
All right, I'm gonna
awesome.
while I'm resting.
Also the AC of Tiamat. Sorry, go ahead.
While Torsten is resting, he is going to delve into the future to see what fortune so you can find.
Yes.
7 and 11.
All right.
7 and 11.
Does that mean we're getting slushies?
Yes.
Haha.
Plushies for everyone.
Yay!
Okay.
Rock
Cool.
rests and still seems like withdrawn when she gets up because she's still feeling guilty.
Mm-hmm. Rock,
Hi.
at night. Well, I guess you don't really know if it's night or day at this point, but while you are sleeping, you have a dream. And in that dream, you hear a voice softly calling your name. And there is just mist all around you, this white-gray mist. And as you hear it calling your name, it gives this sort of familiar feeling to you, like someone who knows you is calling out to you. And the mist coalesces around you like a person giving you a hug. And then it turns into Hema. And Hema is there whispering in your ear that she cares about you and she loves you, and that your friends are going to free Zancrown, that they have always been worshippers of Zancrown, and you never truly knew them as well as you thought. And then you wake up.
Thanks, James. Thanks.
You're welcome.
That's great.
You're welcome.
That's super great.
You're welcome.
She startles awake. Zah! I hate vampires. I hate them so much. And she's just gonna sit.
While you're sitting, wind will come over and lay itself across your lap, and sort of like a throw blanket to comfort you.
And despite brooding, Rock will then immediately scritch it behind its tassels.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
He probably knows
Yeah.
exactly where the rug.
Yeah, and then he like rolls over for like a belly rub, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So she looks like completely depressed and eaten up by her own thoughts, but is still automatically scratching this blanket.
Excellent. Excellent. Does anybody else have anything they want to do?
Is there a secret room in here?
Great question. So
I'm looking at my map, whether you told me there's a secret room or not.
I believe I did tell you there was a secret room in here. Yes, I did. There is a secret room that is behind one of the bookshelves. I believe y'all had noticed that there was a discolored, funky book. A yellow. In fact, Rock, you had noticed it was a yellow brick painted to look like a book on the bottom shelf of one of the areas.
There's no one in here, right?
There's not, but only Rock knows about this. At this
Oh,
point.
really?
Yeah, this was a specific. She didn't tell anyone else about it situation.
There are a whole bunch of these rooms that Rock is like, nah, I'm not telling anybody.
Is it cheating if I ask to make a roll because I think there might be a secret room in here because there's so many secret rooms?
No, you can make a perception check to do that.
Okay.
Do I notice Rain looking for secret doors?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rain is not being shy.
Okay. God, I can't find my map for this. As he gets up and he starts looking around, so the first thing I'll do just to make sure that we are alone is I'll use my unerring eye to sense the presence of illusions, shape changers, not in their original form, and other magic designed to deceive the senses. Is there any invisible people nearby?
No, there are not any invisible people nearby, or illusionary people, or anything like that.
Okay.
You
She's
are the
gonna-
only people in this room that you can tell.
She's going to continue to scratch the blanket or the
Okay.
rug and look up at Rain as you roll, and she'll just say, yeah, see that book over there, the yellow one? You just go ahead and pull that.
Oh, I rolled a 17. Did I know?
You did. You, as Rock was saying it, you noticed it.
Oh.
So it was right before the words came out of her mouth. You noticed the brick.
So
And then
we both
she-
spotted it at the same time, eh, Rock? How about that timing?
You probably, yeah, you got it. You're okay.
Yeah.
Nah.
I'm gonna grab another book and nudge this with that other book.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're gonna kind of use a book to
Yeah, exactly.
to activate the door. So you grab the Drizzt book and you use it to activate the door.
No, not
And
the fanfic. No.
as you do, there is a rumble, and this bookshelf turns to the side. And you can see beyond into this room that has now been revealed. There are 5 tables topped with books, papers, and alchemical instruments. There are green vines growing all along the walls that have various berries and flowers growing in them. And you can't see anything at this moment because you're not in the room, but you hear something call out from above the doorway. So there's something like either flying in here or hanging out, like climbed onto the ceiling, something like that, is calling out and says, hello? Hello? Hello?
In common, they're calling out?
It is
What
calling out
language?
in common, yeah.
Oops. What? This isn't the cookbook that I was looking for. What the heck just happened?
Make a deception check
Okay.
and roll high.
I rolled a 17.
Again. That is not gonna do it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
You hear like a little laugh, like a oh, that's all right. You don't need to lie. I see you've found the mistress's lab. And at that moment, you see flying down from the ceiling and landing in the middle of this lab is this giant devil with yellow skin and enormous red bat wings, this long curly tail, and these pointed elf ears that then turn into horns at the end of them. And carrying a fork, like a pitchfork, is lands and looks at you and says, poking around, are you? She told me that you 4 were smart and that you might find your way here.
Yeah, you know, we love books so much that we were kind of...
You can stop lying
Okay,
now.
yeah, sorry. There's a lot of secret doors in this Demonplague dungeon. I'm naturally curious. We found one that was not so nice, but this one seems much better. I like it. I like you. I'm Rain. What's your name?
She says, I am Maria.
What is this
Mariga?
place, Mariga?
Maria.
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 Okay.
What is this place, Maria?
Maria.
Are we purposely pronouncing it a specific way because it's a fantasized version of someone, or are we just being
No,
pedantic?
this is
Okay.
my name.
Okay. Maria.
How do we solve a problem like her?
This is a lab, you say?
Yes, the mistress's lab. This is where she does her experiments. And then she like taps their nose like this on the side. It's great for the podcast audience.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you explain what that means to to everyone who doesn't know what that
So
means?
she taps her nose. She lifts one finger, her index finger on her right hand, and taps the side of her nose as she says experiments to you.
Which is a sign for keep it secret, correct?
Maybe.
Or
Right,
that
okay.
she's doing experiments with cocaine. I don't know.
Haha!
Right? It's got to be Coke.
Just never sleep.
It's conspiratorial.
Conspiracy coke.
What,
Cool.
What kind of experiments?
The potion kind. And she motions to sort of all the plants that are growing on the walls, and she says, all of these, if you know how to use the tools, can be used to make potions.
This is still Coke. I mean, I go
I've definitely brewed a few things in my time. Could I take a look?
Yes, absolutely. So, Torsten, when you come in, looking at the lab, they do have a lot of herbs and ingredients and that sort of thing. So if you are proficient with alchemist tools or an herbalism kit or brewer's supplies, you can spend 1 hour here and you could use the items to make a common or uncommon potion.
Ooh, sweet. I can definitely do that. I am proficient with brewer's supplies.
water breathing. Do it.
see. Yeah,
Or you could also, you think that if you spend 8 hours here, you could maybe make a rare potion.
Ooh.
Do we want to do that?
Does anybody have any suggestions?
I don't know how potions work.
Rock is still just sitting petting Gorf.
8 hours.
Are you haven't even come in the room, Rock? You're
I figure I can hear everything that's going on, and so I'm just keeping an eye out. I'm also just, I'll like she's following Isabel around like a puppy. So if Isabel finally goes up
Oh,
and
no.
checks it out,
All,
okay.
all commentary from this window is TK.
Is there-
Isabel is like hair and curlers, cold cream. Isabel's very tired.
What about a potion of haste? What is that? I'm looking up a potion list now.
What is
Sorry.
a potion of
Like,
haste?
yeah, in terms of rarity.
Oh, I see. I can give you some potion
Yeah, do you mind?
options if you would like.
Please do.
Uncommon.
'Cause I know
If
potion
only
of
we
haste
could
is
look up
very strong.
potions on D&D Beyond.
Oh, can
What do
we?
you
I'm
say?
sorry.
Yeah.
Uncommon
That is
rare?
what I am doing
Potion of
right now.
Speed. It is
I
very
always
rare.
forget how awesome
Oh,
D&D Beyond
rip.
is.
You said we could do uncommon and rare. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
For 1
So it's 1 hour for a common or uncommon potion, and
Uncommon.
8 hours for a rare potion.
This is very rare. This is a potion of speed.
A potion of speed, yeah, is very rare.
Well,
So, but what you've got in the rare department is you've got your elixir of health, you've got your oil of etherealness, you've got your potion of clairvoyance, you've got your potion of diminution, which makes you shrink, potion of gaseous form, potion of heroism, potion of invulnerability, and a potion of mind reading.
Ooh, invulnerability. Holy crap. I
Oh,
forgot
no.
about that one. Ah.
and
Resistance
etherealness is pretty
damage.
dope too.
Nice.
Yeah, although you can't do anything when you're ethereal. But
It's
when
a
you're
means to
vulnerable, you
escape.
can still do a lot of shit.
I just feel
Yeah,
like
I think
ethereal is a good.
invulnerable is probably
scouting.
the best one.
That's true.
Yeah. So
That's true.
the I would say the big difference between them is that oil of etherealness lasts for an hour, a potion of invulnerability lasts for a minute.
Yeah, you chug it right before the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. At least
Also, oil of etherealness, you need to take 10 minutes to apply to your body, whereas a potion of invulnerability you just drink as an action.
that's true.
Yeah, but once again, two different situations. One is prepping for scouting where you probably have 10 minutes, and the other is
Yeah.
oh shit.
Yeah, that's how I feel about etherealness. Is like
I mean, I can go
Scouting.
invisible, and I have great stealth. So if we need to scout, then I could probably do that.
well, that doesn't change anything if they can see invisible people.
No, that's true.
Because like with ethereal, okay, I'm not trying to like hardcore sell it, but like at least with etherealness, even if they see you, they can't hurt you.
I will say, Robert, you think there are enough ingredients here you could make a potion. You could make 4 potions, but each one will take that amount of time listed, 8 hours for a rare or 1 hour for a common.
Do we want to spend that much time here?
Yeah, do we want to spend days in here? I don't know.
I was gonna say.
That glacier is tick-tocking.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in a like these would be fun, but I don't necessarily
Oh no,
care
Lisa's
about any
here.
of them, to be honest. So it doesn't matter to me. I don't.
Vulnerability is pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Some solid damage.
honestly, if we
Isabel.
could just do health potions.
what's the best uncommon health potion?
Potion of greater healing,
What's that? 3d4 or something? I don't know.
4d4 plus 4.
4d4 plus 4.
All the 4s. Well, I mean, we know this is here now, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
we
that's a
can
good point,
always
too.
Yeah.
come back.
Come back.
Can we
and-
bully the imp into doing it? TK
A
says
horned
not
devil?
FL. Oh,
Could we?
I mean, you could bully.
Well,
we
I mean,
ask
could we
nicely?
ask nicely or offer something in exchange?
An exchange.
Yes.
Oh, I like that. What do you have to offer?
Well, what do you like? What are your favorite things?
What do I like? What do
We're
I
asking
like?
Maria what her
Like
favorite
potions,
things
I
are.
could give you some
It's
recipes.
a few of my favorite things are when the dog bites and when the bee stings.
Okay. What have I
Let's
done?
see.
You know what we could use right now? Hirelings. They're like an adventurer
Wind
turn.
indignantly crosses their tassels in front of their chest.
Rock just scratches in another spot and under her breath says, "No,
Do you like magic rugs?
No,
oh yes, I would love a magic rug. Do you have one?
no, we don't."
All right, fine. How about?
I think that voice from the other room is lying. And the devil pushes past you and comes into the library.
I am not lying.
The
We
heck,
don't.
you
You are
rude.
asking one that we are going to be giving, and we don't have one to be giving.
How about?
But this is the fine specimen.
Plate mail. All right, the rug's off the table. How about plate mail? Do you like plate mail?
Magic plate mail.
Yeah.
Mm.
What else? I looked through my bag. What do I have? Let's see. How about,
I don't know. You have your inventory, right, everybody?
How about a cook's utensils? Do you like that?
Nope.
I've been carrying this for 18 levels and never used it
Would you
once.
like some recipes? Some potions or something?
I have 2 goblin rope bombs that we've never used and don't know what they do, and
Interesting.
We need one of them because that's what's going to kill Zancrown at the end.
really.
Yeah, that's what's going to do it.
I have a couple of silver arrows now that I have a magic bow. I don't need the silver arrows as much.
Silver arrows are cool.
I do have a stone of controlling earth elementals, but
Oh yeah, how about my my light thing? Do we need that anymore? Do you guys think?
I have 26 rations. Would you like some Would you like some rations? Are you hungry?
No,
No,
thank
thank
you.
you.
My light thing. I don't want to trade that.
I want the rug. Or
No.
what else? I heard something about ropes, bags of rope.
You want a
Rock
rope
will-
bomb? Yeah.
Rock will pull out from her bag, like she'll continue to scratch Gorf or Wind, and will pull out these. What I have listed are these 2 goblin bombs that have a little rope symbol on them, but we never figured out what they did. They were the pair to the Molotov cocktails of doom, and she'll lay them out for whoever to do whatever.
She looks at them and her eyes go wide. She's very impressed and obviously very attracted to these items. And she says, well, if you give me both of these, I can make you one uncommon potion of your choice.
Rock will side eye her. Is she lowballing us?
I think
You can make a insight check.
I would love to make an insight
They're a
check.
devil, so they're actually pretty good at this.
Okay. All right. That's a dirty 30.
Not that good. Yeah, she is definitely low-balling you. She would probably do it for more.
Okay. She'll continue to just very nonchalant, still very depressed, scratching Wind. The devil will say this, and Rock will just snort and then say, "That's all? Really?" Oh.
I ain't 2 bombs, 2 potions makes sense to me. And I look at everybody else.
And she says, all right, fine. 2 uncommon potions, or common, if you choose.
So that can get us 2 health potions, right? 2 pretty good health potions.
could be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Does
she
that
have
seem
any
fair?
of those? You were asking about like oil that's slippery and things. Maybe one of those. We
One
have
rare,
health
one
potions.
uncommon, I say.
We have health potions and we have Thorsten. So why not get something we don't have?
You want 1 rare and 1 uncommon?
Yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. Okay. I rolled a natural 1. I have no
She
bonus.
said, she just snorts at that and she says, not worth my time. I don't even know what these do yet.
Is that true? Does she not know what they do?
She does not seem to know what they do.
Okay.
I tried. All right. Yeah. So, whatever
wanna-
sounds cool.
So there's oil of slipperiness, and there's not really that many. There's potion resistance, which could be useful. I don't know if we know.
Potion of animal friendship.
Yeah.
Filter of love. There is the potion of growth.
Growth, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do we want to ask her about one of these 8-hour potions? one of these special super duper
Can we
oil
do
of fear
one rare potion instead? Would that be good?
She like looks at the bombs and looks at you and all right, fine. One rare potion for both bombs.
That seems fair, right, everyone? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, if you guys want to do a theory on this, that's cool. I like invulnerability, but
there's
I'm not
also
gonna
other
fight
ones.
anyone else.
Potion of mind reading.
Isn't that like DC 13 to
Mhm.
break? So that's not very good.
Yeah, but you can always read surface thoughts without having to make a saving throw.
I think any thoughts we read are going to be like, "I'm gonna kill you." Just synchron, I guess. So whatever, we can
I feel like the
roll a d2 if we're really stuck
is
on
the
this.
best one.
Okay, this one.
Rock will push over the potions and go back to scratching Gorf. Win.
Okay.
Bye bombs. Also, you have to tell us what these bomb things do.
He doesn't
When
know.
you find out. Well, she'll probably figure it out, right?
Yes, of course. I'm going to figure it out. And you see she holds one up and like sniffs it. Yes, I'm hot on the trail.
Okay.
I have
Will-
had those in my inventory for literally months. Just sitting there.
Yeah.
And she'll take them and bring them back to her lab and say, all right, thank you. And she claps her hands and the door slides back down or slides back into place, rather, I should say. The door slides into place.
Well, she has one of those clappers.
Cool. All right. Well,
What did we get?
we're gonna have a potion of invulnerability in 8 hours.
Oh, she's gonna make it. Okay.
Yeah, she's making it. She's brewing it. So
Sorry, I was too busy scratching.
that's
wind.
plenty of time to go kill sexy goblin Tessa Thompson and come back
Why are we killing the goblin lady?
because we said
Part
we
of our
would and
Thing.
instill a new leader. Which I won some of them over, if you'll recall, by one-shotting that bugbear.
Right.
So
Mhm.
you might be
That's
able
true.
to talk them into not attacking us immediately. So
That's true. So
Oh, was
on
that why
your
we killed Jariat? To have like a reason to go back to kill. There was a reason we did Jariat first, and I thought
yeah.
the whole idea was that like there might be a way in where we just kill him and we didn't have to kill anybody else.
I don't remember.
I'm
So, like, my reasoning for it was that there was a chance that what's her name would surrender and Eligry would still spare her because they had been close, and the only reason that she was looking to betray Eligry was to kill Jariat.
Legba.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the case, but
Sure,
I mean,
it's
if
worth a
it's not the
try.
case, then we'll just kill her.
Yeah,
so.
we can talk first, kill second. Let's
Yeah.
go get those dwarves too that we freed. Let's go.
Okay.
See what those guys. They're gonna be thankful, I'm sure. There was their
Pushing
hirelings, Isabel. Hirelings, possibly.
They could be making us potions right now.
So yes, you are able to go into this hall where you saw the dwarves who were made of ice that were restrained by vines in the wall. As the moment you walk in, you see the vines start to loosen around these dwarf forms, and they're like, I can't believe it! I can't believe it! And they both are put down on the ground by the vines.
No problem, friend. I go to shake their hands. Do dwarves have like a Roman handshake? Is there some sort of dwarven way of greeting? I assume that sounds right. Like a Roman handshake with dwarves.
Make a history check.
You're making me roll a history check for this?
I
I'm
sure
very
am.
familiar. I speak dwarven. Can I get advantage?
Sure.
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Just trying to determine if I have to make something up or not.
14.
Okay, yeah. Their dwarves shake with their left hand when they meet each other.
Oh, interesting.
Nice.
Yeah.
Simple, but I like it. All right, then I give them the formal dwarven greeting with my
Yeah.
left hand.
They do fist bumps because it's like hammers.
Oh,
And they say, thank you for freeing us. We very much appreciate it.
what's your name, friend?
And he looks at you and he says, "My name is Sarah." And the other one says, "And I am Sarah."
Sarah and Sarah, are you related? Do they have, like, can I tell if they're brother and sister?
Yes.
Or... Yeah.
They are brother and sister, or they were in life anyway.
Sure.
Oh,
Now
it's
they
good
are
that-
devil and devil.
It's a good thing that they were hanging out together because no time is a good time for goodbyes.
Tell me,
Sure.
friends, what are your thoughts on Jeriot?
Oh, the greatest leader we've ever had.
Darn. Oh, well.
And they say, he sent you here to save us, right, Rock? You know they are lying out of their mouths right now.
Oh.
That they think that Jeriot is awesome.
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
that is not actually true.
All right. Rock will just snort when they say that. Just do another and give him a side eye.
And then they will look to Rock and look back at you and say, Jeriot sent you to save us, right?
He was
That's
kind of indifferent towards us saving you, actually. We kind of did it on our own accord. 'Cause we're
Oh, well, in
nice,
that
friendly
case,
people.
he's a motherfucker.
Okay. Explicit tag going on this episode of the podcast.
You owe us your lives.
Oh, we agree. And I show them his ear.
Whoa, wow. Killed the
Wow.
boss man, huh? That's crazy. I guess Hama's in charge now, huh?
Mm.
Always liked her better. I sure did, Sarah. I sure did. Yeah, she was great. Yeah, I agree.
Are they lying about that too?
No.
Okay. Then Rock looks even more depressed.
Well, Sarah and Sarah, we think that maybe it's time for new leaders over, people who might have been out of the loop for a couple hundred years, couple centuries, because this is as fresh of blood as you can get, probably.
You're talking about a fresh take.
I am
fresh
a
pair of eyes.
sibling take, perhaps. Two pairs of eyes, co-leaders.
They look to each other and they nod, and you can tell they like this idea quite a bit. Even if they seemed to like Hama, it's not they like themselves best. You can tell from this.
Nice. And each other, right? There's strong sibling loyalty.
Yeah, they
there?
seem to
Good.
like each other.
I like that.
So yeah, they look at each other and they're nodding. What are you suggesting? Trying to get your hands on that key, huh?
Yes. Maybe. We don't really know anything about the keys. What am I doing? I don't know. Back up. I didn't say that.
They don't
Someone
know
else
that
talk.
you have the key.
I know.
Right now.
Someone else talk. I'm talking too much.
We've saved you, and just I think it would be great if you guys, in exchange for that, would just try to smooth over things with the dwarves and everyone else, and just kind of, there's been a peace accord going on for a long time. If you guys just maintain that, I think we can all be happy with how things have turned out.
So we stay in charge. As long as we keep the peace.
Yeah.
I like that. Yes, brother. I like that too. I like it. Well, okay, but is there any unrest if you've killed Jeriot? I imagine they must be out for blood.
It's possible there could be some unrest.
I can't imagine Hama's just going to willingly let us take over in there.
Haman's not
Maybe
really.
we could have your help killing her. We could establish a peace.
I thought isn't she gone? Right? I missed last time. So isn't she?
no.
So
she
she
just
turned into
escaped.
mist and
Like,
retreated.
define gone.
yeah. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I thought you guys.
We
killed her.
heard her
Okay.
a little bit, right?
So
Well, she was
Um,
technically brought to.
Oh, yeah.
knocked her out, and then there was
Yeah.
because when she turned into mist, and then
So,
like
yeah,
so
she's
we're not
obviously-
exactly sure, is she dead and she's just reconstituting, or I
Robert
don't know if Rock knows anything about vampires.
Torsten.
Mhm.
Torsten has some knowledge of undead, and you would have the idea that she has probably since rejuvenated and regained her strength if she turned
Right.
into mist.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I will relate that. So yeah, I think she's still around then. Yeah. Well, we have some other things to do, but we're happy to help you try to maintain that control for now.
Well, we need to get that control first.
Do you want some plate mail?
They look at you. They're pretty big.
Yeah.
You don't think normal plate mail would fit them.
Okay. I mean, maybe show us your initiative first, and then if you need additional help, we'll help you out. But I mean, do we want to go kill Hema now too, or do we just want to move on and?
Well,
Okay.
okay, so like timing out.
That was Rock saying that, by the way.
Yeah.
Is there any way that we can like send them as ambassadors to Eligri and Baobab?
Sure. To what capacity?
Just kind of like we've chosen them as the new leaders.
Oh.
If Hema kills them, that's a problem. Now we got to find new leaders. This kind
Sure.
of keeps them out of danger for a little bit. And then if everybody fights Hema, it's a united force.
That's a great idea. That way we don't have to deal with it. We can just pawn them off on other people. And since they're
that's 100% a problem for future us.
Right.
okay,
I would
that's
like
cool.
to sweep these two creatures under the rug.
Do I have my human, my badge or whatever? I'll give them my badge and say, go to Eligri and say that you're going on our behalf and you're the new leaders that we want to instill and that you could use some aid. Emphasize that you want to keep the peace and keep the truce with all the factions. And they should hopefully be able to help you.
All right. They look at you. They look at each other. They look at the badge. Sayre picks up the badge sort of very daintily, almost like he doesn't want to touch too much of it.
Okay.
And all right, you've got a deal. And his sister says, yes, a deal.
Okay, Lannister twins, calm down.
Do I think that they're planning on sticking to the deal, or they're just saying that so they get a badge?
They seem wary, like maybe they're walking into a trap. They don't know if you've set them up, but they think it's better than being imprisoned here, so they're going to go for it.
Yeah, if they die, they die.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, and there's a chance that you could be telling the truth, and they get to be in charge, and they like that.
Okay.
And if Eligri and them take them prisoner, then that's whatever. That's better than them dying too. So whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's really win-win
Right.
for us.
Yeah.
Because we don't have to fight Hema.
Cool.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's, we're gonna go see the vampires now. Is that right?
The goblins. Let's go talk to. Oh, she's. I don't even know what she is anymore.
Legba.
Yeah, Legba.
Legba's a vampire.
She's a vampire
Yeah.
too. Okay.
Vampire mage.
Mm.
Do we have her stats? Did we get a
Let me
know
look.
your enemy on them? I don't know if we were
BRB.
talking to her too long. Okay. Yeah. So let's walk on over to the goblin entrance and say hello. Give her a knock.
Okay.
See what we can
So-
do there.
Yeah.
Yay, more vampires.
This is the first room you entered in the Demonplague dungeon that wasn't the Nexus. If you'll recall. Oh my God. Hang on a second.
Are you okay?
Yeah, my monitor just freaked out, everybody. Sorry about that. Went very poltergeist. I think I need a new HDMI cord.
It sounded
Um,
like a blender went off or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
sounded
it's
like
like
the
a
garbage
real loud
disposal
static
turned
burst, poltergeist style.
Oh my god.
So,
All right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I told
So-
you it was the devil.
While we're in the Nexus, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Raries real quick. 10 minutes being real quick.
Cast what?
Raries telepathic bond.
Oh yeah. Now we can brain talk. No, I don't have
Yes,
to go
brain talk.
brain talk.
I've forgotten how much of that is easy for us to not end up in the brain talk, and how much of it is like just whatever we're thinking comes through.
Oh.
whatever you want.
Since Rock has like some serious verbal diarrhea to begin with,
Well, and that's why
Yeah,
I'm
so-
asking.
It
Because,
is
like, it's-
technically controlled. It is you have a choice to what you broadcast and what you
Yeah.
don't.
Okay. All right. So there's a moment when it first connects before she realizes that like she hasn't still she hasn't yet clicked on the, please accept the charges for this message or whatever. And there's this brief moment in where you hear in everyone's head, you hear her be like, I would have liked to have been able to kill Legba, but what are you going to do? Okay.
Yes.
Rock, we can all hear that.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like Isabel's the type to like make a snide passive aggressive remark about her companions and they're like, whoa, what? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot that we were in this brain chat.
Filters, everyone, filters.
My filter. I'm so sad.
So you all are able to open the door once again into this earthen room. And when you do, they
all spring up again.
they all spring up, all these goblin vampires. And when they do, one of them looks at you and says, oh, wait, everybody, hang on. It's them.
Do you just like hang under the ground this whole time waiting for people to come on in?
Yeah, well, we've got a life. We like to get our games of 3 Dragon Ante in, so we're playing underneath there. Don't worry, we're not bored.
Do you guys wish you had a different job? I ask. Planting seeds.
Let's see.
In Rary's telepathic bond, we just hear Rain saying, planting seeds.
Yeah, I wish we were killing something. Honestly.
All right, taking seeds back out.
Pretty boring. But Lego's like, you gotta stay here. So if we could have a leader who let us kill something, that would be awesome.
Cool.
They high five each other.
Cool.
Maybe
Cool.
next time.
Yeah. Gotcha. Well.
Anyway, you headed to Legos?
Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go say hi.
Okay, well, we can escort you.
I wanted to see my buddy. Name of that bugbear. First, if that's cool.
Oh, you want to see your bugbear friend? Well, she's in meeting with Legba right now.
Interesting. Okay, that's perfect then. I'll just see her there. Thanks, guys.
No problem. And they start making their way with you towards the hall. You come into the next room, which is where you had seen the Ice Devil bugbear. Breekak was sparring with a bunch of other ghouls at this point. And when you come in here, you see that this hall at the moment is empty. But Rock, you notice that all
door.
yes, there is a secret door here.
I have this one written down.
You also note that the weapon racks are empty as you're led through this room.
In the Rary's telepathic bond, you hear Rocco, all the weapons are gone. Also, there's a secret door over there. Sorry I didn't tell you about that before.
That's okay. I don't think we were really in an opportunity to go look at it at the time. But maybe later.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. They might be mobilizing for an attack?
Yeah, it seems like it.
And then
wasn't there a thing with one of the weapons was like the special ritual weapon that they were going to use?
It was the bugbear in life. It was her like special weapon.
Is that one gone?
A special
too?
spear with a gold.
Yeah. Is that gone too?
Spear.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay. Interesting.
Because we were also thinking that it might be possible that inside one of the weapons was the key.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That was a good thought. Yeah.
It was.
And last time we were here, we went through a secret door, and there had been people there, but then they were gone when we came out. Remember?
I don't know.
Was that here? The
yeah,
two people
that was with the
playing
sarcophagus.
chess?
Yeah.
That was here. I think we went. Did we go through that room already, James?
But remember, those people disappeared.
Yeah, I
whenever
remember
we came
that.
out of
They
it.
were like surprised at the secret room too. They're like, "Weird."
Yeah, they were like really excited.
Oh, that was in the. Yeah, that was in Elgrease.
Oh, that was the human one.
Yeah, because from here we'll keep going into the room with the fireplace with the blood on the walls, with the runes, with the creepy guys who see the future.
Right.
Oh yeah, we asked them
I
questions.
keep forgetting all the things that are Rain's fault.
Hold on. I asked a good question, as I recall.
Did
like,
you?
It was like, how do we kill Zancrown or something? And they said they gave us a vague answer.
They were like, work together. Use your hearts. Like, okay.
That is not what they said, but keep going.
Heart
Answer
of the
hazy,
cards.
ask again later.
Believe in yourself.
The power of friendship.
So
Okay.
What did they say?
they start leading you into the next room, which, as you said, Rock, is this room where you had met some bugbear soothsayers, as it were. And there were goblinoid symbols drawn in the wall all over in blood with a fireplace there. However, all of that is still there except for the bugbears when you come in. There are no bugbears in this place. And then these vampire spawn escort you into what you know to be the throne room of Legba. And when you come in, you see this hobgoblin woman of astonishing beauty who last time you met her was lounging on this bed of cushions while a bunch of undead bugbears were fanning her and tending to her every need. Now you see she is standing up, armored for battle, and there are devils and undead all in this hall. Looks like maybe every member of the faction almost is here in this hall with her. And she says, "Come in! I've been expecting you."
What kind of armor does she wear? Does it look fancy too?
Looks like she's wearing plate armor. It's black. It doesn't look magic, but it looks well made.
Does she have a weapon as well?
She does, indeed. If you'll refer to the notes, you will see Legba has a Vorpal sword.
Yeah.
Is one of the things you learned.
If Rock's going to take a quick survey of this room, are we walking into a firefight or are they gearing up for someone else?
They are ready to attack you, but not necessarily going to.
Okay. So you said she's in black armor, but I know she doesn't have any fighter levels.
Right.
What kind of armor is it?
Plate.
She wasn't wearing it last time, right? So
Yeah, I
that
just
makes
think
sense
that's so
that her AC
interesting.
changes.
Well, I'm just wondering. I was just wondering.
It's ceremonial armor, I'm sure.
Well, it might not be though. Since she wasn't wearing it last time, her AC is probably different.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna show her Jeriot's ear and say, "It is done."
Can I know my enemy through this whole conversation?
Oh
Is that
yeah.
fine?
I'll vamp.
Is that cool?
I'll
Jenny?
give details of the battle with Jeriot and play it up that it was really difficult for us to kill him. And we barely
That's
survived.
going to be a deception check.
Oh no.
Because it was, yeah. Do you want to play up that it was
I'm just trying to vamp. Sure. Then I'm not trying to lie or anything. I'm just trying to waste time because I know Isabel needs time to.
Sure.
focus.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's a deceiving thing, right? That you're trying to waste someone's time
Yes. I need
without
to stop
them knowing.
Talking so much. I'm really bad at it.
Can I aid him by giving some details and?
Sure. Yeah. But whoever one of you can aid the other if you'd like. Whoever wants to make the check.
I have no deception bonus. So.
I'm not good.
Wow,
at it.
golly gee, there's so many swords in here.
Yeah, you're all bad liars, it seems like, except for maybe Isabel.
Yeah, but Isabel is not friendly enough to be the face. So
So there you go.
Robert, you roll. I've been rolling terribly all day, and also I have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
So I'll be right back.
All right, I'll roll. Here we go. +3 deception coming up.
this way, if we fail,
Gotta
it's not
beat it,
Rudy's
'cause
fault.
two of us. So that's a 14.
Okay. As you all are talking, she says, "Enough." She says, "I spoke with Hema already.
Oh, awkward.
I know what you have done. You went and you killed Jeriot, which is
What you wanted.
something that I asked you to do. However, you did not go to the Racian humans and claim that someone else had started this war.
No,
was the other
because that was a dumb idea.
His dumb.
So how do you expect to? So are you here to help me start a war then?
No, we just want your key.
Okay, but
You're welcome to try to take it, she
Well-
says to you, Rock.
well, a war with who? Who do you want the war with? I mean, you wanted a war with the dwarves, so
Indeed. And then whoever is next. We're done sitting here being
don't remember.
bored.
Whoever is next. That's a
So give us your key. We'll go get the other keys. We'll go kill Zencrown.
yeah.
you
We could have a
war
war
whoever
with
you want.
Zancrown.
Unfortunately, my nature won't allow that. However, I would like to kill the dwarves. And then the humans. Then the other humans. Then the elves. You could help with that, and then you'll get all the keys. What do you think of that?
I'm feeling double crossed here.
I'm feeling double-crossed here.
What? We did exactly what you asked us to do.
Not exactly what I asked you to do.
Okay, but we fulfilled it to like the spirit.
In your minds, you all hear Rock say, "Do you want me to just shoot her?"
No, please,
No,
God, we
no.
will definitely die. There's way too many of these guys.
She
How many
was
are there
just
now?
talking. She was just talking with. I've just lost her name. Who was the that
Hema.
vampire lady?
Yeah, she was. I mean, she was talking with Hema, but Hema's not here, right?
Yeah, but
So
I-
they're not like allies.
Yeah, I don't.
You think there's probably at least 30 people here without counting them all up.
Oh, 30's way better than I thought it was going to be. Also, how's my know your enemy looking?
So let's see, Esbel. It looks like all of that is correct except for her AC, which is now,
Something else.
yes, it is 18 now.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Do
So
I
all
see
of the other information you have is correct.
Breckly or the bugbear, the icy bugbear?
Brecac? Yeah, Brecac's there.
Can I make eye contact? Does she look uncomfortable at this plan to kill everyone or pumped?
Make an insight check.
Sure. I'm not that bad at that. Sorry, give me a sec. 20,
And you s-
natural 20. Hey!
Whoa! Natural 20.
Hey!
All right, that means we're giving away a free PDF. And to enter for a chance to win, if you are in Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat, you should enter.
Exclamation point, dead crown, because that's what he's going to be when we're finished with him.
Exclamation point dead crown instead of. Yeah, I love it. Okay, but you got to be in Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat. Exclamation point dead crown for your chance to win a copy of a PDF. So go check it out. Exclamation point Glacier. That's great. Yes, Rudy, you can tell that it seems like Brecac is sort of indifferent about the plan. They want to fight, but you think that you could that swaying them could be an option, along with, since you rolled a natural 20, many of the other creatures here, it looks like they just want to kill something.
So what? This is a stretch, but what exactly? Okay, so maybe.
In your head, you hear Rock ask, "Just ask her to give us the key and go kill dwarves,
Okay.
and just we stay out of their way." And then she'll also add and remind them how easily we killed Jariat if they argue.
Actually, Rock brings up a really good point. If we send them in to deal with the hostile dwarves while our dwarves are safe,
It's true.
Sure.
We
And
did
then
just
we
tell
just
our
go get
dwarves to gain allies to fight the dwarves. though.
this does also make it the opposite of what Eligre wanted. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rock is
Said if
getting.
I thought she said if we got all the keys, she would give us hers.
Yeah, but she doesn't care. The elves. She
Oh.
didn't say how to get all the keys. She just said if you.
but
have all the
Eligre's definitely going to be mad if we send those goblins over to fight the dwarves.
Yeah.
But she did want all of the goblins and all of the dwarves dead.
That's true.
So
Also.
Starting to feel win-win.
I think that we could probably cause a
Rock just wants Hamlet dead.
civil. We can have like a civil war going on here if we play our cards right, but I'm not sure.
Controlled civil war.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, you took that one down. Why don't you try to talk to her right now?
Everyone's staring at us, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's
Furl
gonna be real
out
weird if
house
you
at
just
each
sort
other.
of saddle
Am I
on
going?
up.
Are we going all in on this? Should I make a speech and
for
just be like, Legba, your time has passed, and I think that
Speech,
a
speech.
new leader is needed. How did that roll go before when I walked away?
She said, "Stop stalling."
Oh, okay. All right,
Or
guys.
do we really care who's in charge? Just give us the key and go.
Maybe she'll take a championship battle.
Oh, I love it. Okay, that's what I'll do, and I'll say, Legba, I look around this room and I see that maybe not everyone wants to follow your plan. I think perhaps there should be a new leader of the goblin people. Right? They don't have names, do they?
They're
Tribe.
Goblinoids?
yeah,
They're just the
their
goblinoid
culture is
tribe?
called the Yugtug Goblinoids.
Ah, the Yugtugs. You've gotten soft.
Sorry.
It's okay.
taken Years and
That's
years.
even- Yes.
Not enough tugging.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yeah.
Heyo. I'm sorry. Let me mute myself.
I get it. It's like sexy stuff.
Even now, you've mobilized your army, and yet you stall and wait and look to us for approval. I think a new leader is necessary. Perhaps Brecca.
Breecack.
Crack.
Sorry.
And I
Well-
motion to
Well-
Breecack,
That one.
whom I know is a truly strong leader.
Let's see here. What's gonna happen?
Can I ask while he is doing this, can I try to do two quick things?
Oh, Eligre has the horrible longsword, right? Okay, sorry. Yes, you can.
So while he's giving this speech, the first thing I want to do is activate my thing that lets me know if there's invisible stuff or magic designed to fool the senses, all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else going on in this room besides all the devils and demons and the stuff I can see?
Nope.
Okay.
That's it.
The other thing I want to do is roll an insight against why am I Legba? Or roll an insight against Legba so that when it comes time to shoot her, I have. So she needs to roll a deception check.
Okay.
If it comes time, hold some hope in your heart.
Yep. I rolled a 27.
So 27. So yeah, you have deceived her.
Perfect. So when it comes time to shoot
Or
her,
she has not deceived you, rather.
yeah, when it comes time to shoot her, my insightful fighting will kick in.
Okay. Rudy, I need you to make a persuasion check, I think.
Inspiration. I want to use my inspiration.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is probably needed.
Yeah, I did it.
Plus 0.
This whole time I'm just giving it like a dead-eyed stare at Legba, like, all right,
I
eventually
rolled-
I'm just gonna have to kill you, so I'm just waiting to see what happens.
I rolled 2 15s.
Okay.
Why didn't you tear your shirt off first?
I tear my shirt off also.
That's why it's only a 15, is he's like,
It's a strong
"Oh, yeah."
15.
You tear your shirt off. Yeah. Which is they respect that.
I
They
say,
like,
what say you? And then I rip it off. Yeah.
Breecack steps forward with their spear, golden spear in their hand, and spins it around and says, "You're right. We need to tear her apart and then tear apart this whole fucking place." And there's this cheer that goes up, and let's roll initiative.
I'm
No.
gonna go. It kind of worked in brain check.
well, I actually rolled well in initiative for
Let
once.
it go. Sorry. I got excited. Oh,
At least
this
it's
is
not us versus 30. It's us and 15 versus 15 or something.
Oh, boy.
Probably.
That's rough.
It is certainly even the odds.
Cool.
I rolled a 23 on my initiative. This might be the first time I've ever rolled well on initiative.
Okay. How about you, So did anybody else get above 20?
I got a 20. Dirty 20.
Okay. Okay. Torsten, what'd you get?
6.
And Isabel, what'd you get?
An 11.
11. Okay. And okay. So Rock, you
Hi.
are going first.
I'm shooting Legba.
Oh, okay. All right.
I've incited her, and oh yeah, that's a 26 to hit.
Okay. 26 will hit.
All right. Okay. It's 46 magical piercing damage.
Okay.
So Rock has already kind of in the process of taking out her bow, has done her inciting thing on Legba and just nails her right in the chest and is just impassionate about the whole thing. Like, yep, I knew this was going to happen. And she'll take a step back just so she's not immediately in between anyone who's going to be at each other. But otherwise, she's done.
Okay. So, Rock, it is Legba's turn next, and she looks at you. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Let's see. That would be a 15.
Okay. You feel like she is your best friend in the world,
Well, crap.
and she tells you to kill Rain.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And you hear her say this, Rain. She says, Rock, use that bow on Rain. And it is Rain's turn as Legba is going to move back into the room as this melee starts. And you can see Brikax going for her. And it's your turn, Rain.
It's a familiar look on Rock's face. It's the second time in a row.
Uh-huh. It is. So excited.
I know.
Cool. Okay, I'm gonna run towards Legba and try and fight her.
Okay.
Can I get there without taking opportunity attacks, or if I'm gonna take him if that's the case, if there's people around her or whatever, bodyguards.
Let's see. Yes. So there will be. You'll take 2 opportunity attacks.
Okay.
As 2 vampires spawn, try to attack you. What is your AC, Rain?
23.
Okay. So you take 10 slashing damage from a claw as you move by.
Okay.
But you're still able to run towards her.
And I do, and I begin hitting her, and I say, "Rain, punch Legba," to myself. Because she said Rock, shoot, Rain, so now I'm charming myself, and let me tell you, it worked. I rolled 2 21s.
Both hit.
Okay, I'm gonna 18. Ooh, max damage. 18 bludgeoning damage, and I'll try stunning her.
Okay.
Stunning strike. So DC 19.
DC 19. She will use a legendary resistance.
Oh, I like that. And then I'll use my second attack is for 9 bludgeoning damage, and then I will stunning strike again.
Okay. She will use another legendary resistance.
Okay. That's 2 key points. And then I will use a key point for flurry of blows.
Okay.
And 30. That's a natural 20.
Hey, natural 20. Hey, enter exclamation point dead crown in the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat for a chance to win a PDF. And go ahead, Rudy.
26 bludgeoning damage.
26 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Let's see. She's used 2 legendary.
Don't metagame it.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't. Is there like a default legendary actions
just-
people usually have? I'm just curious.
Yeah, there is.
Okay. I don't know what it is.
It's 20.
I don't know how this game works. This Dungeons and Dragons thing. So I'll try and stun her again. I have a plan.
All right. She succeeds on that one.
Okay. Okay. And I can attack once more with Flurry of Blows, right? I get four
Yeah, you
attacks
can
per
attack
turn?
4 times.
Yeah, 4 times. Okay, cool. And 19, which I think is still enough, right? Her armor.
That it still hits, yes.
Okay, for 18 more damage, max damage again.
Okay.
And I will stunning strike. Yeah, I'll stick with the stunning strike. So one more stunning strike.
Okay. That is a natural 1, so I will use the last legendary resistance.
Oh,
Damn.
okay.
Boom.
Now we know.
And knowing
Or
is
do
half the
you-
battle, literally in this case.
Okay. So that is their turn, and now it is Isabel's turn.
It's me. It's your friend Isabel.
And fancy new armor.
Yeah.
So Isabel definitely heard Legba say to for Rock to shoot Rain.
Yes.
Is Rain aiming for Rock right now, or is Rock
Rain
aiming
is
at
not.
Rain is.
Is Rock aiming at Rain?
Make an insight check.
The sad thing
Right.
about this is
I'd love to.
I have a really good wisdom saving throw. I've just rolled like crap. both
I used an
times.
automatic fail on you last time.
14
Oh,
plus
that's true.
insight 15.
15. Okay. Yeah, Rock's bad at hiding things, so we'll say yes. You can tell Rock is under the sway of another vampire.
I hate it.
That's okay. So do I.
Okay.
I love
Yeah. So Rock, are you on the ground? You near me?
Yeah, I haven't taken off. I moved back a little bit so that people running, because I'm kind of assuming that it's going to be like a bunch of armies going after each other. So I've just backed up a little bit, but I haven't flown yet. I don't even know how tall is the ceiling.
I would like to. Rain and Isabel are the same size, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I might be
We're like-
taller than you.
You're like 5-ish, 5', 5'2". Okay. Isabel would like to lock her shield around the front and then the crook of her axe around the edge of the shield and grapple Rock.
Okay. Go for it. Make a strength athletics check. Rock, you are making a dexterity acrobatics check, I assume.
Okay.
Ooh, girl.
I rolled a 26.
I rolled a 15 and I have plus 16.
All
Nice.
right. 31 beats to 26. We are
I
truly
rolled
an
a
epic
15 and I
level.
have a plus 11. So I was like, this is
Yes.
going to be bad.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you grab Rock. You have grabbed Rock now. Rock is grappled by you.
I stalk indignantly.
yeah. Hopefully it keeps her wings like to my plate armor chest. And we're gonna have a sit down. So we're just gonna
I've just been
We're gonna hang
commanded to shoot Rain, but
That's
I still
correct.
think Isabel is my friend, and I still think Tor's like I haven't
Yeah.
been told of these people. So she does it. I'm
You
like,
just want to kill Rain right now, yeah.
Isabel, what are you doing? I need to shoot Rain. Stop that.
well, we're not shooting our friends today.
She's not my friend.
You sure?
Stop that.
Rain, you can hear this. It's very demoralizing.
All right, let's
I know how
Wait until
charms
I'm
work.
clear-minded again. It'll be super demoralizing.
don't move. We're just gonna wait it out. We're gonna wait for Torsten to fix it like he always does. It's
Oh,
gonna
he's
be
gonna
fine.
kill Rain. That'd be good.
Yeah. He's gonna make sure that this is all taken care of. You just sit here. We're just gonna hang out together
It still
until
seems
you
like a
get
bad
tired.
idea. No, it still seems like a bad idea.
So,
That's it. That's it for Isabel.
Yeah. It's it
So
for
yeah, you get Rock in a good big bear hug.
Yeah.
And
Seems
the
familiar.
Have you ever?
goblins erupt and begin attacking each other. Rudy,
Hi.
high or low?
Hi, baby. Always.
All right. Roll me any die and tell me the die size and the result.
I'm rolling a d20.
Okay.
I've rolled a 5.
Okay, so it looks like the forces that are with you are starting to lose in
It's
this
all
battle. Although it's early yet, it's not like the final say or anything here like this. So you can see they are starting to get their butts kicked. However, Brikak is going to hurl a spear at Legba. Scold spear, and will hit. And Rain, thanks to the damage you did and thanks to Rock's big hit against Legba, this spear pierces Legba's chest, and then Legba turns into mist and begins flying around as currently a cloud of mist in front of you, Rain. So they have discorporated. And it is now Torsten's turn. Torsten, you can see the goblins, for the most part, are attacking each other at this point.
I yell, Torsten, magic that mist. And I point at the mist.
I look at Rock, look at the mist, and I say, we need Rock to not try to kill us more than.
Isabel makes an okay sign with like her hand holding the axe. It's just like, no, we're fine.
I am unable to break free, so if that helps at all.
Things are going great. You ever hold a squirming toddler?
I'm gonna dispel magic on Rock.
Okay, nice. So Rock, you feel your mind snaps back. You were definitely charmed, but you are no longer. And at that moment, Gorf, aka Wind, joins the fray and comes up next to Rain. Looks like it has no idea what to do. What would you like the rug to do, Rain?
The rug, we already established that Gorf can't wrap around mist and contain it within. Right?
Correct. Yes, we did establish that last week.
I just go. I have taught you everything I know. Now it is your time, Gorf. Go. Help these goblins win their battle. And then I...
All right, so Gorf goes and sort of like lifts itself off the ground in a jump. Brikak catches Gorf and starts fighting with Gorf, whipping Gorf around.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes.
And smacking all sorts of undead and devils in the face. Giving that side an advantage. So, Rock, it is your turn now.
All right. I go slack in Isabel's arms, and then she says, in the mind, in the Rary's telepathic bond, she says, "Well, shit." And do I see the mist that is Legba?
Do you see the mists that is a Legba?
Well,
yes.
she turned into mist. Okay. And so at this point, like, this is the second time I've watched a vampire charm me and then turn to mist and then start to fly away. I'm going to hold my action until Isabel figures out that I'm no longer charmed, and I want to follow the mist. So I'm basically keeping an eye, and I don't know if this still works, but I've still technically got this mist incited. So, because it's
sure,
I guess it's technically not dead. So yeah, I will just hope that Isabel realizes I'm no longer charmed, and I'm keeping an eye on this mist. And as soon as I'm free, I'm following it wherever it goes.
Gotcha. Okay, nice. So hang on 1 second. Cool. Yes. So you are keeping an eye on the mist. Rain, the mist moves by you. You can take an opportunity attack if you want.
I absolutely want.
Your fists move right through the mist. You can't connect at all. And so the mist just keeps flying through all of these undead and devils who are battling each other, and makes its way toward the back of the chamber through a door you have never been through, and it disappears through that chamber.
Okay, I pursue. I think it's my turn, right? So I pursue.
Yeah. Okay, so it is your turn. Rock, you're pursuing as well. I take it you sort of held action to follow.
Yeah. Isabel, will you let me go? I want to go kill the vampire.
Realistically, Dispel Magic has both verbal and somatic components. I assume that
and
Isabel
you
would see
saw
like
it
the
happen
woogity
last week.
woogity.
It was
Yeah.
used last week to say
Yeah. So Isabel would be like, oh, this is nice. And just like, bloop.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I will use all of my very significant movement to go to the door that she has misted through. I will take a second. I won't do a full search on it because I don't want to use any of my movement or anything. Does it look like the door is locked or trapped?
So let's see. It does not look like the door is locked or trapped, and you and Rain are both able. The mist moves very slow. It's not a very swift mist. So, but you are both faster than the average person, and the mist is slower than the average person. So, you would be able to. You will say you sort of reach the door at the same time. If you two want to open the door to pursue the mist, you're able to do.
Oh
so.
yeah, and I'm going to very condescendingly be like, "Where you going? Are you running away from the fight? What's the matter?"
So
Brock is deadly silent.
You come into when you open the door, you see there's this 30-foot long table in a rectangular room. There are two enormous pillars at the hall either end of the table, and you can see that there are devil bones that cover the table that look like they've been picked clean, perhaps by undead that ate them a long time ago. Everything is dust covered and cobweb covered on the table since then. So you can see that this used to be some sort of feast hall in here.
Is there a coffin or a sarcophagus in here?
There is not a coffin or a sarcophagus in here. However, there are doors at either end of the hall in addition to the one you came in through. So the table is perpendicular to where you are right now. And then at either end of the table, there are columns. And then after the columns, there are doors on either end.
Okay, I'm just going to keep following the mist then. There's not really much else we can do.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Whatever room she goes into, I want to kick over any coffins I find, basically. I want to knock them over and break them. Because part of me thinks she might be going back to her coffin to try and recover.
Sure. That's a fair assessment. Isabel, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I was
there you go.
taking the notes.
Taking the notes.
Yeah,
all the notes.
Mechanical keyboards, so it's very loud on Zoom.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I should have mentioned this, actually. One of the doors at the end is actually a secret door. My bad.
Oh.
Do we both notice it, or is
you
Rock
both noticed this one?
Okay.
You both noticed this
Yeah, it's a secret. Yeah, I guess honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of some goblin nonsense in here because it's like, well, Rain can take care of this himself.
Okay.
I don't know very much about vampires, but I do know that these goblins are an immediate threat.
So Isabel, go ahead and make some attack rolls as you join the melee here. Because there's 30 different creatures or more, I'm not necessarily going to go crazy with the specifics, if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see. So I get a plus 12. So a 17, a 28, and a 31.
Holy crap. Okay, yeah. So you enter the melee and you are just spinning around. You've become a whirling dervish of death.
Yes.
Goblin, ghoul, and zombie heads are going flying. You're reducing things to the puddle of ichor as you go in, and Brekak gets back to back with you. Their sword, their spear is now back in their hand.
Yes.
And they are like whipping wind around in one hand, and in the other they are whipping their spear around, fighting with you.
Dang, we look so cool.
You look awesome.
Nice.
And let's see, a couple of attacks come your way. However, thanks to your fancy new armor, none of them are able to get through. And it is now Torsten's turn.
Yeah.
So Torsten is going to run towards where the mist went, and as soon as he gets sight of it, he's going to cast a spell. He reaches out his hand, and this actually holds up a little little magnifying glass and sparks a little mote of light, and it shines this really bright beam of sunlight at the vampire for Sunbeam.
Yes!
Level spell.
Oh,
so
nice.
She's gonna make me. She's gonna be at disadvantage because she's a vampire, and it's gonna be a Constitution saving throw. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and give her that 7.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Okay. You have seen the future as your sunbeam hits the vampire. She reforms into this, flesh creature that you have seen before. As she does, all of her wounds start bleeding and her skin starts to crackle red, and she is dissolved into a pile of dust. All of her objects fall, all of her equipment and stuff falls, and the dust melts into ichor into the floor as that happens. At the same time, almost as soon as this is over, the clean bones that are on the table begin to rattle and shake and then explode across the room. I need everyone except for Isabel to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a trap?
Yes.
That is good to know.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my inspiration to dodge this.
Okay.
Ooh. Dexterity saving throw. I rolled a natural 20.
I rolled a natural 20 too.
Hey! All right, enter exclamation point the dead crown into the chat. What did you get, Torsten?
So actually, is this a spell or magical effect?
It is a magical effect, we'll say.
Okay, so I didn't have to use my inspiration because my robes of the Archmagic gave me
oh, right.
So
Right.
17.
Okay, great. 17 is exactly what you need. So those who succeeded, if you have evasion, obviously you take nothing. If you succeeded, which you all did, you take 22 piercing damage as shards of bone explode and pierce you everywhere.
I take nothing. I'm too busy nodding approvingly at Torsten as I watch this thing explode.
I'm pretty sure I have something that lets me reduce that even further as a monk. If I take damage.
Well, evasion, if you have evasion, literally, if you succeed on the saving throw, you take nothing.
Do I have evasion?
You might as a monk. I think evasion is one of the things you get.
Yeah, you may very well.
I'm just trying to look through my stuff. I mean, it's fine. Move on. I'll check it out. So I'll take the damage if I have to as well.
You do have evasion, Rudy. You got it at 7th level.
That's what I thought. Okay, so that halves it?
If you succeeded, you take nothing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because
So it's half if you fail, succeed, nothing. Yeah.
Yep. Team stealth.
Boom. So yeah. So Torsten, you take 22 piercing damage. Torsten is standing there covered in bone shards as this vampire melts away. Meanwhile, back in the throne room, you can see, Isabel, that you have begun to rout the enemies with Brikak. You can see Brikak's forces begin to chase the other ghouls and undead and devils out of the room. Do you want to go with them?
No, Brikak and I can hang out here. We'll be fine.
Okay. Brikak is going out the door.
Cool. I'll hang out here.
Okay, gotcha. So they go. They don't even seem to. Brikak doesn't even seem to notice you're not following, at least for the moment. And you are now there alone in this throne room. And your friends are in the feast hall behind you.
Are there snacks in the throne room?
There are not. There are only bone shards.
And would there be snacks you'd want to eat?
Great question.
You don't know.
That's why I'm asking.
So what is in this throne room?
Great question. So the throne room has the bed of cushions, and there is a gold goblet on the floor among the cushions, set up nicely. You can also see There is a book among the cushions. That's what you see.
I like books. I don't
Okay.
read them much, but I'll check it out.
You pick it up. It looks to be Legba's spell book.
Ooh.
Isabel will like make the vague motions that like Rock does when Rock checks things for traps, and it's just like, this is probably fine, and like closes it and puts it in her bag. I did it.
There you go. Nice.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
So all of
we're out of initiative now. So what are the rest of you?
All of Legba's stuff appeared before she melted. Do I see a block like the key that we got last time within her stuff?
So if you search Legba's stuff,
I do.
You find that in her armor, you find a little pouch that is sort of sewn into the straps of the armor, and in that pouch there is an emerald in there.
Okay.
That's all you're able to find when you search.
Okay. What did she have the Vorpal sword, or was that another character, James? I think
that was another character. I misspoke. That's
did
actually
she have a weapon though, or no? Because she was a spellcaster.
She does not have a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, she's a spellcaster.
And
she had claws.
It's just plain plate armor.
Just plain plate armor.
I probably don't want this. All right, I'll take the emerald, and then.
Brock at this point has turned to Torsten and said, like, this is probably the most serious you've ever seen her. And she looks at Torsten and says, I want you to know how much I appreciate everything you have done.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And then I'm going to activate Unearing Eye again and look for invisible shit in this room.
Nothing invisible in this room.
Invisible or designed to deceive the senses or any of that.
Right, yeah. Nothing.
She's
nothing. Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, the emerald does trigger your senses.
Okay.
That
so
it's designed to hide something.
Okay. I look over at Raina and go, you found the key.
Oh, what? I found an emerald.
It.
Sweet looking emerald.
Yeah, probably inside like the last thing that we did.
Oh. Okay, so we used fire to kill cold. What kills emerald? Diamond?
Smashing.
Oh yeah, okay. I punch it.
Nothing happens.
It
does
work.
not. It should break. You know that it should break.
Oh.
It's not. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna toss the emerald to Rock because I am obsessed with secret doors, and I'm gonna go look at the secret door that was in
And
here.
Rock is just gonna immediately hold it out to Torsten and say, "You want to look at this? You're smarter than I am."
I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
As I examine it, is there any? Can I see anything interesting in it?
You can make an investigation check.
Yeah. Rock is smart enough to know she can sense
24.
when things are weird, but she has no idea how to fix things.
So 24. So two things you notice. The first is the emerald is opaque, but you can make up the outline of something is inside there. It could be vaguely key-shaped for sure. The other thing you know, because you are an alchemist, Torsten, is this gem looks acid-colored. It is a very specific kind of green that appears to match acid. The color of.
So I'll ask everybody, does anybody have the ability to do acid damage?
So we have to do the opposite. That's what happened when we had the cold thing.
Well, that's what happened last time.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think I have anything.
I got
I don't do any acid.
Do we go back to that room where all the potions and can we make some acid?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
In the meantime, what is in this room, James? I am going crazy.
You want to open the secret door?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool. So you open the secret door, and you see the portraits of 50 human people on the walls, also known as humans. We just call them humans sometimes.
Flesh creatures? Is that something?
Flesh creatures, yeah, all wearing the same crown and holding the same scepter adorn this hall. Each portrait bears a placard with a name, presumably the name of the person in the portrait. And you can see there is another door in this hall. It's like a long, skinny hall. You can see.
All right, I closed the door. This is not a treasure room, everyone, which is what I was hoping for. I don't have time for a weird portrait room where they come to life and shoot rays out of their eyeballs or something.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
What happened to Isabel here? What happened with all the vampires and everything? Are they still raging in the other room?
So they seem to have they're like chasing each other through the complex now. They're out of this room.
Okay.
So we just see Isabel in the other room?
Yeah, I think so, right? Isabel, you see her coming up after going through the pile of cushions. She's standing in the middle of it. Maybe she's lounging there. I don't even know.
Isabel's just like fluffing the pillows, just like cheap fabric. Pathetic.
Isabel, where did everybody go? Where is Vind?
Oh.
And that is where we will stop for this
no.
episode of the Demon Plague. Where is Wind indeed?
Yeah, Isabel just like makes a face like, oh, was that
I got a whisper, and then all of a sudden I'm like, crap, no. So,
I found a book.
Good, give it to Thorsten. Where is Vind?
I found a book. Yes. So we'll find out. Perhaps, maybe we'll see where Wind is next
I'm sure he's
week.
fine.
But until then, we've got some prizes to give away. So enter !Dead Crown in the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch chat if you are looking for a chance to win a free PDF. But until we do that drawing, is what I mean. Let's go around and say where people can find you. TK, let us start with you.
Watching me typing away on the keyboard. You called my name anyway. That's fine. It's me. It's TK. I write spooky stories, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm lazy, or I just have writer's block, and that's just how depression is sometimes. I don't know. I'm a little hungry. I don't know. Follow me, TK Joins the Fray, on Twitter. Sometimes I play Dungeons and Dragons, or you can read my stories on tkjwrites.com. It's great. Oh, Tales from the Mists is doing a charity stream this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Pacific time. So if you're in Eastern time, you have no reason not to be there. I don't care if you have to be at work. You should go there and watch our show for charity, because then we're going to have a discussion afterwards with Dr. Megan Connell, and that'll be fun.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. It's for Take.This.org.
I love this. I love this so much.
Yeah, it'll
First
be
time
really
hearing
fun.
about it.
We're going to be playing Gardens of Fog, so it's great. And that's how I know you don't follow my Twitter. Thanks, James.
I do follow your Twitter. I do.
I knew about it.
On my
Twitter.
book.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're Twitter friends. I do follow. Everyone can go check my Twitter right now. I follow TK. Anyway, that's Robert. Where can people find you?
Called it
Find me on
out.
Twitter.
Wow.
Hopefully Jane follows me there at Radu76. It's RADD76. You can follow me on the 5th Edition Facebook group. You can go play some D&D with me. I'm just about to start a new Dark Sun campaign at patreon.com/Robert Aducci. Come find me at athis.org. We just released a DM's Guild product called NPC or Xanathar's Enemies and Allies, which all has NPCs based on all the subclasses in Xanathar's. So there's 2 for each subclass, I think. So go check those out.
Yeah, it's over 60 stat blocks, so pretty cool. And how about you, Lauren? Where can people find you?
Hi, I'm Lauren Urban. You might know me as Obo Crazy, the community manager for D&D Beyond. Sing the theme song because it brings me joy. You can also find me on Wednesdays on the D&D Beyond Twitch channel playing my cleric, who also seems to be having guilt issues. I guess my DMs just like throwing guilt at me. It's okay. It's fine. I'm also the DM for Dungeon Drunks, which is a podcast that comes out on Mondays. And if you happen to be going to the Rooster Teeth Fan Expo over July 4th weekend, which is coming up faster than I would like to admit, I will be running a panel there that is all about character creation for D&D. And then you can play D&D over 2 different nights while you are there. And then you can also watch Dungeon Drunks do our annual live show for charity, which happens on Saturday at a time that I have totally forgotten, but is on my Twitter. And you can follow me on Twitter at OboCrazy. And if I can't remember, I'm not going to expect anybody else to remember. So just go look at it there. So that's everything. Goodbye.
Excellent. Rudy, where can people find you?
Ham on Twitter at Rudy Basso. Check out don'tsplitthepodcastnetwork.com for lots of great podcasts related to tabletop role-playing games. This stream is a podcast that comes out every Wednesday-ish. It's edited down. It has music. It has sound effects. Real good time. Tomorrow night on the WebDM Twitch channel, I'm going to be running the Alien role-playing game from 8 to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with Lisa Chen from our network and from many, many other things. And the WebDM guys, Travis Pruitt and Jim. So that should be a lot of fun. We're going to finish it, too, with this group. We just got to figure out scheduling. It'll be tomorrow and next Wednesday because the book says it takes 4 to 5 hours, but it definitely does not because I ran for another group and they got just as far as you guys in 4 hours. So take note. Take note, Free League Publishing developer.
There you go. Well, we were learning rules and things like that.
Yeah.
So I am at James Introcasto on Twitter, where I follow. TK joins the fray, so you can check it out there. And you can also follow me at all the places Rudy can be found. Don't Split the Podcast Network. And then I'm at worldbuilderblog.com. And right now we have 2 people who have entered the giveaway contest. And I believe both Ian and Topher have copies of the Demonplague.
I think so. Yeah, I think they do.
So one thing I'm going to do is I am going to send you both a copy of the book that Robert talked about, Xanathar's Enemies and Allies. So if you already have that, let us know and we'll find something else to send.
Enjoy.
But yeah, in the meantime, I will go ahead. I've got a lot of DM's Guild credits, so I'm going to send those to you all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you all for following us. Please hit that follow button on the Don't Split the Podcast Network Twitch page if you have not already done so. And please check out the podcast version. It is a lot of freaking fun. And go check out our Alien actual play and all that kind of stuff. Is there anything else I should say before I say, don't let the demons bite, Rudy?
Don't let the demons bite.
Bye, everybody.
Everyone.